Welcome, fellow dreamers. I know it's been a little while, but I had to work and all that, and we had some house renovations going on. I mean, we just moved some furniture. I wouldn't really call it a renovation, but you know how mom is when we're moving furniture, just like, oh, I need help, I need help. So, yeah. Anyways, for this video, since we're just doing coloring, I'm gonna go on a short rant about something that's kind of affecting my ability to make money while I wait for my channel to grow. And, hold on just one second. What are you tearing up? Birds. But, yeah, it's gonna be a shorter term video, where, like, I'm just doing a short rant. After this video, I've got a tutorial that I want to do. And, I have to do it kind of quick because it's also going to be a Mother's Day gift, and Mother's Day is coming up. And then after that, I will do a narration, and then after that, we will get back to our regular scheduled reading. And here's my April dragon art. Isn't it pretty? Before I start, I can't breathe. The pollen is driving me crazy. Before I start, I would like to give a good update about something. So, the nightmares have stopped plaguing me, and I've stopped having trauma responses. And it's all thanks to Adama, my sweet little Dommy. So basically, my ex, who shall not be named, has kept showing up in my nightmares. And I kept trying to verbally confront him in my nightmares myself, and telling him to go away and that I'd never forgive him, and saying cruel below-the-belt things because I just kind of wanted him to hurt, like in the same way that he hurt me and Adama in a past life. And, even my inner child has been affected by some of this stuff. And then Adama had an idea. He wanted to try something. As you know, he takes up the right side of my body. And he decided, I can read Adama's thoughts too, because we share a brain. But he's like, I think I know how to make him feel the same pain he made you feel. And made us feel. So, he punches my ex in the solar plexus chakra. And do demons have chakras? Well, he punches him in the chest and knocks the wind out of him, basically. And, my ex kind of, like, curled up like a dead spider, and then I woke up from the nightmare. And when I woke up, my knuckles were bleeding. Or, Adama's knuckles were bleeding on my right hand. They're not bandaged up anymore, but, let's see if there's a mark on them still. No, the mark's gone. And, my ex tried to return to a nightmare again, and this time, Adama piss-pounded him. Just, like, punched his face, his stomach, his chest, and just really let him have it. And I think realizing that Adama had the ability to physically touch him finally made him lay off and stop showing up in my nightmares. Which, I did ask Stolas why I was still getting nightmares about him. And Stolas explained that while he was trapped in hell, he could still access my nightmares. Even though he had no effect on my physical life anymore. But he did warn that if I gave him too much attention, that he could get back out. And while he might not necessarily return to my house, he could go and get somebody else. So yeah. But anyways, big round of applause for Dum Dum. But, yeah. And also, after that second nightmare, I've noticed that my triggers have completely faded away. Well, I'm still kind of not really interested in Godzilla. I never really have been. I mean, the first movie was okay, but, I don't know, they kind of sensationalized him in a way that was kind of stupidly written, and just kind of, yeah. They should have left it at the first movie. I don't get, like, triggered when I see him anymore. I don't get triggered when I see Five Nights at Freddy's anymore. Like a threat response doesn't come out. I mean, now it's just disinterest, And, again, with Five Nights at Freddy's, I've never really been interested in them either. I mean, the concept looked cool, but they did nothing with it. It was just, The Walden Files is much better. I recommend The Walden Files. Which I wish they would update more. Anywho, I want to display another gift from Clover. These are peacock pearls. Look how special they are. Clover picked them out themselves. And I wasn't sure why until, I put them on, and the second they touched my collarbone, a memory sparked. I remembered the original Pocahontas, how, I'm not talking about the movie, I'm talking about the real Pocahontas. How she, put my pearls on, sorry. They weren't a lot, because they were imperfect pearls, and, okay, they were $40. I know I dropped a lot of money on them. But, they were freshwater pearls, which, aren't as expensive as sea pearls. And they're also imperfect. They're, very weirdly shaped and have little lines in them and, like, cracks and stuff. But I love crystals that are like that. I love imperfect crystals. I don't know about you, but I love them. So I love these pearls even more. I love their little lines. And, Adama, I know, like, nobody was, like, there for our wedding, and I haven't really showed I haven't drawn a lot of pictures and showed them off. But for our breeding ritual, I dressed as a phoenix, and Adama dressed as a peacock. We were just wearing, he was wearing peacock feathers. They weren't real, they were, like, fake ones, and I was wearing, like, phoenix feathers. Like, orange feathers. But a picture of that is coming up soon, so, stay tuned. Actually, I think you have seen it. You've seen it in Adama's tarot, the tarot deck that I made for Adama, that we had to stop using because the paint started chipping. So, yeah. So I remembered Pocahontas. I was going to tell you about Pocahontas. So Pocahontas, as you know, I don't know how many people actually know the story, but the real Pocahontas was kidnapped from her village by John Smith, an adult John Smith, at 12 years old. They aged her up in the movie. And, she was basically presented as a tamed savage. And, I kind of identify with that story. I hope they make a real movie about the real Pocahontas, because, the fact of the matter is that people need to see what happens to women, and as much as Disney loves to take dark stories and turn them into good stories, people need to see the truth sometimes. Anyways, I remembered that Pocahontas' father did sent her a pearl necklace. And, I'm not sure if it was her mother's like it was in the movies, but I do know the father gave her a pearl necklace. And the pearl necklace rested on her collarbone, and because of this, indigenous people believed that the pearls resting on the collarbone would provide protection. And I understood instantly why Clover wanted me to have this pearl, these peacock pearls. So yeah. Alrighty. Without further ado, let's get into the sketchbook rant. We're going on a rant. Everything's been updated, I think. Okay, you know what? Let me do this off screen. Because this is gonna bump the camera. Okay. Try to get this in the frame. Alright, I don't know what I'm gonna title the video, I'll be honest, but, my rant. I'm gonna get the colors I need. Is this ASMR? So, the rant is going to be about not necessarily DoorDash, but restaurants in general making it difficult for DoorDashers to do their fucking jobs. I'm so annoyed. I'm trying to, look, I tried to, like, wait specifically so I didn't get worked up. But I really am annoyed. You know, I just, I'm so irritated. Sorry, I was trying to see if I needed, what colors I needed. Anyways, I'm so irritated, you know? Because I can't do my job. It seems like everywhere, like, I really do hate being a service worker. Like, I've had my fair share of, retail and working with the public, and, you know, that's a story for another time. It was very aggravating, you know, like, I really hated just being, like, I hated being around people. I was already an introvert, and they were just not making it any easier on me. Okay, I think we got all the colors we need. Damn it. But yeah, they weren't making it any easier. I can never get this thing to lay correctly. There we go. I just, you know, it's one thing to deal. It wasn't the customers necessarily. I mean, the customers are annoying and a whole different animal, but it seems like every retail and just any service work job I would try to get. Like, even now, when I got DoorDash and I'm not around people, I have to have some low-life manager on this power trip trying to make my job impossible. I don't want to go into every single manager I've ever had, but, it's irritating, you know? Let's see. So, I'm just going to stick with the DoorDash rant, and I'm going to give a message to restaurants. All restaurants out there. I mean, not every restaurant does this, but enough of them do it to where it's becoming a problem and it's starting to affect my income. You know? Please stop trying to make it hard for DoorDashers to do their job. Please just make the food, put it on the little DoorDash shelf where it goes, an easily accessible one. Okay? And please, for the love of all that is good and pure, stay the fuck out of our way. I'm sorry, I tried to take some time to calm down. I really don't like going on rants. I don't like being angry. I don't like having negative feelings, but just, I really thought if I took a few days this would calm down, but it's just, this is affecting my livelihood. This is affecting my ability to make money, and I'm already under stress because of my dad's situation, and just, and the whole fiasco with Milky, which, I'm putting behind a paywall. Actually, I think I went into some depth about what was going on with Milky. But basically, she started working in reverse. And started causing bad luck instead of good luck. Anyways, let's see. So I'm trying to, sell her. I am selling her for a high price on Etsy, Dragon Realm Boutique. Please go get her. And I'm going to destroy her if she isn't bought. I know she's being sold for a high price, but I just, I'm determined to get my money's worth, because I was promised a fortune from her, and I'm not getting a fortune. So, yeah. Anywho, I think she expires in July, so if you don't want her burned, go get her. Anyways, what was I saying? Whew. Summer! Damn. Sorry, summer picks on Libby sometimes. Okay. Back to the DoorDash rant. Sorry, this is what it's like to live with ADHD. So, I've already encountered this a couple of times, but this is the first time that it's really gotten detrimental and threatening towards my job. But, basically, let's see. So basically, this would start out with certain restaurant. The first time I encountered this was when I was picking up an order for Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A immediately, this one wasn't as bad, but it was annoying. But they were like, "Hey, can you confirm the order for me?" So I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I can confirm the order for them, whatever. Not a big deal. Kind of irritated, but not a big deal. Other restaurants were keeping, I'd go up to the DoorDash shelf. Chipotle does this. And so does Panera Bread. But I'd go up to the shelf. It's a shame that the high tippers, have to order from these restaurants that try to make my life hell. But I'd go up to there, and the the orders, the DoorDash shelf would be completely empty, and where would all the fucking orders be sitting? Behind the fucking counter, where I can't access them. So that was fucking annoying, and, this is one of these things where I'm like, are you so stupid that you don't know where to put the fucking order? And, I try to hold back. I try not to say anything, because I know what it's like to be in the service industry and have customers talk shit to you. But this is just getting so frustrating, especially when you try to get their attention and they just try everything they can not to make eye contact with you. And it's like, if you're gonna do that, put the fucking orders where I can grab them. I'm already annoyed that I have to fucking come in and they're not where they're supposed to be, okay? But you don't need to make it, you don't need to, like, I'm on a time limit on top of that. I am on a time limit, okay? And I do get, like, penalized if I don't, if the order isn't delivered on time. So, please, put them where the fuck they go. So, again, I'm trying not to say anything, but I am reaching my boiling point. I'm reaching my limit here. Oh my gosh. So, this all, like, here's where things get really annoying. Zaxby's. Alright. So, Zaxby's, they had their orders, like, they put them where I can easily access them, but here's the kicker. They turn all the bags around where I can't easily see the names of the person that I'm supposed to be delivering to. So when I'm over here trying to look at them, they rush over there and start getting all in my face and being all like, "What are you doing? Who's the order for? What's the name?" And it's just so annoying, okay? And here's where it's caused a problem. So, I'm like, oh, this name is for so-and-so, and this has only happened once, but it's affected me, and I got a penalty for it, and I had to go and start, like, checking behind them now. But, it's especially annoying because I get orders there frequently, and I think you'd be able to tell that I'm a DoorDasher at this point. You think you'd be able to remember that. Stupid fuckers. But I come in, and, I go to get the order. They're like, "What are you doing? What? Who's it for?" And, they're just, like, all up in my space. And I'm like, "Oh, it's for, so-and-so." They give me the wrong order with the wrong person's name on it. And I didn't check. I guess that part was on me, but it was like, it wouldn't have happened had they just not been in my fucking face and going, "Oh, it's this order here. It's this one." Like, I shouldn't have to check behind you because I should have just been able to grab it and go. So that leads us to the recent events. And I'm at my boiling point now. I am at my fucking breaking point because I have just... Look, my patients are non-existent right now, okay? And, for those of you who have been following my channel and you've listened to past videos, you know why my patience is non-existent. And so, it's just kind of like... people are just pushing the limit here. So, I'm like... I go to Little Caesars to get an order, and this is something they just recently started doing, too. This is something they just recently started doing. Because I've picked up orders from Little Caesars before, and I've never fucking had this problem. But... all the pizzas are locked up in this thing. And they're like, "Yeah, you need a code to get in there." And I'm looking for this code. There's no code. I try to explain look, there's no code, could you just, reach, there's an open back. I'm like, "Could you just reach in there and get it?" And they're like, "Oh, can you get the code, blah." And I'm like, there's no code. And I even let them fumble around with it. So at this point, they know that it's a DoorDash thing. They see the app, okay? You can see in there very fucking clearly, you stupid bitch, that it's the order, that I work for DoorDash, and that the order, the customer's name is on there and everything. And the app can be interacted with, and just, you fucking know that it's a DoorDash order, and you're just being an asshole to be an asshole. And... she's over here, she's like, like, she's over here looking for the code, and I'm like, look, and I'm being salty at this point because I've just had enough. I'm like, you can very, very obviously tell that order, that I work for DoorDash, okay? It's very obvious, okay? And, it's very, very obvious that I'm not here to steal anything, okay? Could you please just reach back there and pull it out, because I am on a time constraint. And, I'm being salty at this point. I'm talking to them like they're stupid, because they fucking are. And I'm trying to, dumb things down so they fucking understand. Just, oh my gosh. And I'm not saying that all service workers are stupid, but they definitely were. They always keep the dumb ones around and then run the good ones off. I know this from experience, but that's a story for another time. So I tell her, I'm over here, my patience are thin, running thin at this point. I'm like, she's like, well, I just want to make sure because we've had some thefts, and I'm like, all right, bitch. I didn't say this to her, but I've eaten at Little Caesars a total of 2 times. Your pizza is shit. It's not worth stealing. Stop acting like it is. It's just... And, it's again, it's obvious that I work for DoorDash. So finally this fucking prick comes over. And, he's being all, oh, you need to code me. And then, finally he does reluctantly open it up and give me the customer's fucking order. After I get DoorDash and the customer involved. But then he's like, make sure you have a code next time, because I'm not going to do this for you again. I'm being nice. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. You fucking incel. I'm like, okay, yeah, wow, you're so fucking powerful, aren't you? Was that your testosterone boost for the day? Just, to keep a young woman from doing her job and almost getting her fired because you gotta sit there and be on some power trip because you're not satisfied with your own life? Did that get you hard for the day? Fucking incel. I bet people are I bet women are lining up to get in your pants, huh? It's just, how do you say I have a tiny dick without outright saying I have a tiny fucking dick? Anywho, just, to restaurants out there, can you just focus on doing your own fucking job and stop trying to make, DoorDash hell for other people? Just get an easily accessible counter, put the fucking orders there, turn the receipts where we can see them, and stay the fuck out of our way. Okay? Ugh, so fucking annoying. Whew. We're almost done with the drawing here, but... Yeah, I'm sorry for getting so mad. I really, don't like to film shit like this, but... at the same time, something needs to be said. Somebody needs to tell these restaurants do better. Because this is going to affect... I already don't make a lot of money from DoorDash as it is. Okay? And I'm going through a financial situation. And I don't want to get on a political rant, but I'm pretty pissed about the tariffs right now. It's just kind of... can you not make my... are you getting a bonus for making my job harder? I doubt it. Go focus on your own work. Go make the food, you fucking idiot. I'm sorry, I'm so tired of just everything being difficult. Like, this is why I don't like dealing with people unless I absolutely fucking have to, because of this shit here. Like, and I'm sorry that you have to see the side of me. I know it's not pretty. I tried to stay calm for this, but I don't have any patience anymore. They've all been exhausted. I've tolerated too much. And I'm just done tolerating bullshit. And, you know, I should be able to be able to do my job easily, you know, without some micromanager or some asshole trying to make it harder. You know, like, I'm already under enough stress. I'm already, you know, nobody, like, barely anybody. Special shout out to Susan for buying one of my readings. I almost forgot. You know, people don't really buy anything off my Etsy, even though a lot of it is priced cheaply. I don't know why. You know, my videos don't get a lot of interactions. It's very hard to get subscribers. I really wish that AdSense thing wouldn't make me have at least 1,000 before they start paying me. Just... So annoying. It's like, on top of that, I don't want my only source of income, like, my dad's laid off, I don't want my only source of income to be impossible, on top of everything else. And, like, I barely get orders as it is, you know, so the last thing I need is to be, like, reported for issues. And that's another rant, too. Can you stop trying to save money, please? Like, I'm over here trying to make money, and I'm getting no orders. Like, can you please order more DoorDash and stop trying to save money? I've had enough of that. Just, sorry. I'm sorry. Just, whew. Touch this area up a bit here. Damn it. Alrighty. So, just trying to figure out if I want to add anything or not. No. Let me tilt this up. So there's our finished product. I'm gonna cut the video here because my rant is over and it ended perfectly with the coloring. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, please, subscribe, click that notification bell too. Please go visit Dragon Realm Boutique on Etsy and buy something, please. Don't just favorite it and not buy it. Order more DoorDash, please, and tip high, because I'm sure I'm not the only Dasher who's struggling out there. And, you know, if you are a manager at a restaurant, don't be an asshole, okay? Just put the orders where I can get to them and stop being an asshole. Anywho, till next time, fellow dreamers.